please take the plastic off of that before you bring it in from the kitchen, Denise?
Sorry, ma'am.
And where are the cocktail napkins?
I'll go get them.
Okay. How could Nigel take tonight off of all nights? This is a disaster.
Everything is going to be just fine.
But this is my first party as your wife, and I really, really need to make a good impression.
My family is going to love you every bit as much as I do.
You don't think that Ace is going to keep Bo much longer in that study, do you?
I'll tell you what, why don't I go roust him out?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Denise? Denise?
Hello, Lindsay. I think Bo is already here.
You must be very pleased with yourself.
Excuse me?
You're so desperate to hang on to my Sam that you're even willing to hire a son. You just can't stop chasing after the men of my life, can you?
My Sam?
Oh, forgive me. He never really was mine, not after you got through with him.
Okay, I hired your son not realizing he was your son. Okay, do you understand that?
My son will not be working for the woman that destroyed my marriage.
I'm not going to engage in this conversation, Lindsay.
You stole my husband.
Bo?
You're not going to steal my son.
Bo!
I want an answer, Bo. What? What do you want?
What do I want? Boy, you're in a real party mood, aren't you?
Well, I'll tell you something. Bo here'd have me feeling real fine if he had 1 ounce of family loyalty.
What's wrong, Bo? You're not wearing the old BE brand yet?
How could you tell? Why aren't you working for Buchanan Enterprises?
Well, I already got a job, remember? Look, don't forget, there's going to be a party starting, and you're all expected.
I tell you, a man works all his life to build up an empire. For what? 2 sons don't give a hoot. My 4 grandsons. Hell, what am I doing with just 4? Boy, what is wrong with you boys? Bo, I think it's about time that you get that wife of yours pregnant.
I have a name, Asa. It's Nora.
Whoa, hey, wait. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's Todd's house.
Well, yeah, but you lived here when Todd was here.
Watching?
Well, you got a key?
Yeah.
Okay, see.
Someplace.
Okay. Here, I'll tell you what. Thanks.
Big.
Yeah, home sweet home. Huh?
Guess it just always looked smaller because I was so far away.
Well, you glad to be here?
Well, I'm glad to be free, sort of. And I'm glad to be out of the hospital.
I bet, yeah.
I don't really feel like I'm home.
Really? Well, maybe I could get you something to make you feel more comfortable. Anything you like?
Well, I hate these clothes.
Well, I could get you some new clothes. You know, the mall's still open. I could go to the mall and get you some clothes. How about that? Good idea?
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. So, clothes, anything else? Anything else I can get for you?
Pick me up at Taya.
Taya? Taya. Todd.
Tom.
Hey, before you make that call.
What brings you here?
Todd, have you dug up anything else on this supposed other personality?
Oh, why don't you take a look at my article so far and you tell me.
Okay. This is not going to prove that he's faking.
Tell me about it. Are you okay?
What if it is true?
It's not true. Trust me. What's that?
Todd's ID from the hospital. He crossed out Todd and wrote Tom.
Don't get sucked in again, Taya.
God, it scares me to death. But what if Vicky's right?
Vicky, my mother is not at all objective when it comes to Todd. You know that.
Yeah, that may be true, but either way, whether he's faking or genuinely split, I have got to know. I have got to know what is going on with Todd. He's doing it to me again. Look at me. I'm a complete wreck.
All right, I'll tell you what. Why don't you give me a chance to prove that he's faking?
How?
All you gotta do is get me alone with him. And I'll do the rest.
Nora Buchanan is the reason that you and Dad split up?
Well, I can explain this to you.
God, I don't feel like too much of a jerk, huh? I'm sitting there in the woman's office asking her if she knew my dad. Yeah,
Well,
they worked together. She said they worked together. Why didn't you tell me?
Because...
Tell me.
I didn't know how.
But you bring me to this crummy town full of Buchanans and you don't clue me in?
I didn't think in a million years you would end up working for her.
Oh, but you knew I'd meet her. Jeez, you only married her brother-in-law, for God's
I told
sake.
you about that job anyway. Your dad?
No, not my dad. I found it on my own, thank you. Which makes me look even more stupid now.
How could I be the one to tell you? Your father's the one that had the affair.
Oh, yeah, like he would ever tell me. Let his halo slip? Right.
Well, look who I found coming in the back way.
Will?
Lindsay, hey. Now what's his problem?
He's upset.
He's upset? And he's upsetting you.
Let me.
No. You don't need that right now.
Today, the role of Jessica Buchanan will be played by Maggie Anderson.
Thanks a lot. It's good to know you're such a great friend.
Why are you mad at me?
You knew, didn't you?
Knew what?
About my dad and your aunt, my wonderful new boss.
Nora?
Yes, Nora. They had an affair, as if you didn't know.
What happened?
Will found out about Nora and Sam's past.
How?
Well, it was something Nora said. He's not a stupid kid. He put two and two together.
I know your name. What I don't know is why you think you have all this time in the world to give me a grandson or two or three. Are you going to fold or not?
Oh, and on that note, darling, let's join the party.
I'll tell you, you two are a pair.
You okay?
Yeah, me, the old broodmare? Just fine. Lindsay's a little freaked by the fact that I hired her son, but she'll get over it. Oh, then again, maybe not.
Well, Pa's on a tear, and I think it's about me not jumping on this job offer of his, so...
And the operational status of my womb just happened to come up.
He's just got this thing about heirs, you know, just ignore him.
Well, I'd like to, but lately I've kind of had a thing about it myself, so... We talk later? Maybe when we're alone?
Sure.
I love you, Bo.
I love you too, honey. Why don't we get downstairs before our absence becomes an issue with Clint's new wife?
Can I run something by you first, though?
Is that about babies?
No. It's about getting your job back.
Don't hold your breath.
What about a lawsuit?
Who are we going to sue?
The city. For dismissal without due cause. I could file the papers tomorrow. Certainly wipe the smug look off of Sykes' face.
What are you talking about?
Oh, the job has gone to our beloved commissioner's head.
Yeah, but how do you know that?
Because I saw him today and I spoke to him about you.
You did what?
Tom, look. Tom. I can, you know, get you some new clothes. I can rearrange the furniture. I can do just about anything you want. But I don't think there's any getting Taya here. I mean, that's just a whole other ball of wax.
A ball of wax. She's my wife.
Well, she's Todd's wife, right? And Taya doesn't like or trust Todd very much right now, and for very good reason.
Well, I just want her to do my puzzle.
What?
I got a puzzle, a jigsaw puzzle. Monet's water lilies. It's really a good one. Mr. Briggs, he's a nice man. He says that's what married people do. They do jigsaw puzzles. And sometimes they do other stuff, too.
I think I'm going to have a long talk with Mr. Briggs.
Look at, Tom. You wanna tell me exactly where you were while Todd was running things?
Oh, well, Todd was in the front, and I was in the background. I was kind of listening. And I didn't get to speak, but I got to think a lot.
Yeah, you had a lot of time to think.
So I know how I feel about Taya. And I just want her to give me another chance. I think everybody should just give me another chance.
I really hope you get that other chance, Boomer. I really do. Pizza! Pizza?
Pizza! I'm going to call and get a pizza.
Okay, you call and get a pizza. I think I'm going to go to the mall and pick up your clothes and whatever else. Look, remember, you got that monitor on your ankle, right?
Uh-huh. Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to go anywhere. I wouldn't run away from Star, and I wouldn't run away from Taya. I'm not going to do that.
Okay, good. Wait, here's your keys.
Oh, thanks.
Fine. Oh, wait, and here's your pig.
Oh, thanks. Hi. Okay, I'll hold.
I'm serious, Taya. You get me alone with Todd, away from Vicky, and away from Sam.
But to do what? If it's true, then...
If it's true. If it's true. I know. Todd's in a very fragile position. My mother gave me the party line on this. I understand. I'm not going to hurt the guy. Believe me, I have a lot of experience with multiple personalities.
Vicky told me about her altars, about how they got started.
Sexual abuse. Yeah, that was my grandfather. The late, not-so-great Victor Lord. She happened to mention to you that DID is usually connected to sexual abuse during childhood?
Yeah, she did.
Did Todd mention to you that he was sexually abused as a child?
No.
I didn't think so. He's faking it. I'm telling you, Taya. I know DID, and I know Todd. All you gotta do is give me the opportunity to push the right buttons, and he's gonna drop this act. What's the problem?
Well, why are you so intent on this?
Because I don't want to see him get away with it. I think he's gotten away with enough. The guy's a rapist.
Uh-huh.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't see why he's out of jail in the first place.
And the fact that it would make great coffee, that would have nothing to do with it, huh?
Okay, yeah, I'd have to admit that, but what are you going to tell me? You don't want to see him exposed?
If he's genuinely faking, yes. But, Kevin, what if he isn't?
If he isn't, then I'll print it. How's that?
And help his case?
Well, I'd certainly like to leave a little room for doubt, but yes, it'll help his case. What do you say? Is it a deal?
Deal.
Hi.
Hi, Cassie. I'll be in touch.
You know, Teo was just
Doesn't matter. Is your story?
Yeah.
Got a good opening? Did you pull all the articles on DID from the morgue?
I think I missed a couple of them.
I'll look for you in a minute.
What are we doing talking about this? Why are we doing this? Why are we talking about DID and research? Why aren't we discussing what's most important? Let's talk about you and me.
Hi.
Thought you were a pizza. Well, Coach is good.
Coach?
Yes, Sam. He just went to get a few things.
Oh, so you're alone?
Not anymore.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to say that you'll try your best to forgive me.
I'm a Kramer. We hold grudges.
Does that mean that you're still really angry with me?
Angry. Oh, Kevin. Angry doesn't begin to describe it. Hurt, betrayed, humiliated. I don't know how I'll ever trust you again.
You know what? I can prove to you that you could trust me again. And I could do it, and I will do it if it's the last thing I do.
You know, it's really funny, this forgiveness stuff, you know. Andrew forgave me when I left him for you. Yes, he's just a much nicer person than I am.
It's his line of work.
Well, maybe so, but, you know, he came by to see me today, and he didn't have to.
He came to see you?
Mm-hmm. He brought a rose, even. I mean, and he was very gallant. He just walked right in and swept me out of here when he saw that the entire room was watching my every move.
Yeah, all the while pretending to be nothing but, or everything but. I've been getting a lot of that myself.
Well, you deserve it. And what about you? Have you seen, You know, I can't even say her name.
No. And I have no desire to. Every time I see Barbara, it reminds me of how much I hurt you.
You don't want to see her again? I don't get it, Kevin. What was it all about, then? I mean, what was it all for? Nothing?
And then he refused to even discuss reinstating you, so I threatened to file a lawsuit. And that's about it. Bo, say something.
Do you have any idea how humiliating it is to have your wife go begging for your job?
I wasn't begging for your job. I was trying to appeal to Sykes' decent side. He doesn't have one. And I was acting as your lawyer, not as your wife.
Oh, all right, then. Honey, I'm not mad at you. It's this whole mess.
I know. But I gotta tell you, Sykes was a whole lot less cocky after I threatened the lawsuit.
I just can't see going to court over this, though.
Well, what other recourse do we have in order to get your job back, Bo? I mean, you're not giving up, are you?
No, I'm not giving up. When have you ever known me to give up?
Never.
Exactly. I'm not thinking about giving up. I'm thinking more about this may be the time to move on.
Nora and your dad? I swear, I didn't know. You believe me, don't you?
Yeah, I guess. You look about as freaked out as I feel.
I just can't imagine her having an affair with a married man.
Yeah, well, I can't believe my dad's such a slimeball.
Hey, Jessica. Hi, Will.
What are you doing here?
Well, actually, I have a son that lives here. His name is Will Rappaport. Maybe you heard of him. I was on my way to the mall, and I thought I'd stop by and say hello. How you doing?
Great. Great. Can't you tell? Wonderful.
I'll be inside.
Look, what's wrong, man? What's going on? Is there something that your mom did?
No. No, it's not, actually. Something you did. Thanks a lot for not telling me that you left Mom for Nora Buchanan.
So, what exactly did you hear?
No.
No, I don't think you've heard enough, because I did not leave your mother for Nora Buchanan. I mean, Nora and I dated, for sure. But that was long before I met your mother.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, then how come when I told her I got a job working for Nora, she's making me quit because she's the one that split the two of you up?
Oh. Well, now I understand. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's clear this up right now, all right? Come on.
Fine.
I tell you what. Why don't you just wait here? I'm sorry to interrupt. Will let me in, but I need to speak to your wife, Lindsay, just for a moment, really. I had a little misunderstanding.
Sam, we're having a little family get-together.
I know, it won't take long. What? Not more than a minute, really. Please.
It's all right. I'll be right back. Okay?
What?
You know, Clint, for a divorced man, he sure hangs around with his ex an awful lot.
Now, Lindsay, our son seems to be of the opinion that I had an affair with Nora Buchanan while you and I were still married, and I was wondering if you might like to set the record straight here.
Will, you must have misunderstood me.
Or maybe you just weren't completely clear with Will, right? I mean, it is possible. Well, look, it's true. Nora Buchanan and I dated, but we were both young attorneys. It was long before I met your mother. Eventually, we both went our separate ways. I married your mother. I mean, the whole thing is ancient history. Nora is a very happily married woman right now. And I'm certain she wouldn't want herself thought of as a homewrecker, because she's not. And neither am I. I have always loved my family. I still do.
Family, yes. Me, no.
Damn it, Lindsay, please. God,
We have a problem here?
Moving on? What do you mean?
All this talk about suing the city, you know, it started me thinking, and I thought, you know what? Yeah, I get it.
Okay. I don't.
I love this city, and I'm not going to sue it. And even if we did win and I got reinstated, do you think the public would really have any confidence in me?
Yes. With the rank and file standing behind you, and you know they are behind you. I mean, there's not a cop in Lansing that doesn't want you back on top.
Dinner or not?
We're our host and hostess.
Oh, the so-called hostess is on the lawn yelling at her ex-husband.
There seems to be some problem with their son, Will.
Why is she so chummy with her ex? I mean, it ain't natural.
Oh, you tell him, sweetheart.
No, honey, you're the exception that proves the rule. Well, tell me, Bo, is that brain of yours kicked in? You seen the light? Believe me, you're going to love working at Buchanan Enterprises. And all that wheeling and dealing is going to be a lot more fun than pulling some guy over for a speeding ticket.
That's not what the commissioner does, Asa.
Pa, you're not really helping your case right now.
Darling, why don't we take a walk by the pool and leave these two be for a while? That is, if it's not too unnatural for you to spend time alone with your ex.
When you accept my offer, you'll find me with my ex.
Oh, you're not seriously considering taking Ace's job offer and working for Buchanan Enterprises, are you?
Why not?
Well, wouldn't you hate it, Bo? I mean, you love the department. You love your job.
Why do I get the feeling all of a sudden that my old job means a lot more to you than it does to me?
Thank you.
Is something wrong?
No, I've just never seen you eat pizza with a fork and knife. I've never seen you eat anything with a fork and knife.
I hate the way he eats. Well, so do you. I've heard you say it enough.
But now,
Get to do things my way.
because Todd's not here.
Right. You know, he wasted so much time being such a jerk and being so nasty to everybody that... Now I got a lot of time to make up for it. What's the matter? You don't like your pizza?
Oh, my pizza's fine. know, this is very strange for me.
Well, that's his fault. I'm sorry.
Will you please stop apologizing?
Okay. A real easy way to remember.
How?
Well, just think of it that I'm the guy you fell in love with. I'm gonna get some soda.
I almost wish that you had said that you had been swept up by love.
You're the only person that's ever done that to me.
You dread seeing Barbara again? Kevin, I don't know what to do with that. I mean, when I left Andrew for you, I was swept away. I couldn't help myself.
All you have to do is think about that. Think about our love. Okay? Try and remember, that first night in the carriage house. Do you remember that? Remember? Rain on the roof. Remember the way our bodies felt when we touched each other? Do you remember how much we needed each other? Because I do.
Kevin.
I do. We belong together. Don't you still have that feeling? Don't you feel the intensity between us? Because when I look into your eyes, I can see that you do.
Kevin, I want to forgive you.
Well, then do it.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. You can. This is Kevin Buchanan.
It's me, Taya. He's alone. Hurry.
I can't, Taya.
Tonight.
Well, I love being married to the commissioner. I have to admit it, but I don't want you taking the job for my sake. You take this job for your sake because you love it and because you're good for the department. And heck, they pay you $1 a year. I mean, who could walk away from that kind of money?
I'm lucky that way because I don't have to work. But the problem is I don't like sitting around on my hands. I could be Commissioner Buchanan. I could be Mr. Buchanan. The important thing is the name Buchanan. That used to mean a hell of a lot in this town.
It still does, Bo.
But not quite as much. Thanks to the Todd Mannings of the world slinging mud at it. But that's going to change. Because when I'm through, this family is going to be back on top. And better than ever.
It's okay, honey. We, seem to have had just a small misunderstanding, but I think we've cleared it up, haven't we, Sam?
Yeah. Well, share it with me. Maybe I can help.
It's really nothing you need to concern yourself with. Really. I'll be in a minute.
I'll be inside. Waiting. He seems a little upset.
Well, wouldn't you be? Why are you here, anyway?
What do you mean, why am I here? I came by to see my son. And I find to correct him. Obviously, he got some misinformation. The truth is, pal, I loved your mother. I married her because I loved her. And our marriage didn't work out, but that had nothing to do with Nora Gannon, and you know that.
So what you're saying is that it's perfectly fine if our son goes to work for Nora, even though you know how much she hates me.
She doesn't hate you, Lindsay. She has no agenda against you at all.
She has done her personal best to turn you against me.
Wait a minute here. Look, first off, she had no idea that Will was our son when she hired him for the job. And second off, what does it matter who I happen to be against, all right? You and I aren't married anymore. You're married to him.
Yes, yes. I'm married to a real man who might actually put me one.
Please.
Oh, my God, would you guys just stop? Stop, please. As if I haven't heard you fight enough already.
Will,
What? What? This is how it's been ever since I was a kid, lying awake at nights, listening to you guys fight, crying my eyes out. And every morning it was the same thing. Nothing's wrong, sweetheart. We're just having a little misunderstanding. God, why don't you guys just grow up and start living in reality? And now you're lying about Nora, or you're not lying about Nora, but all I know is that you're lying to me. All right? And you've been lying to me, and you always have lied to me, and you always will. Please tell me there's another way out of this house.
Only about $1 million.
Will.
What? What? Just get away, all right? Just leave me alone.
Wait. Are you satisfied?
Satisfied? You know damn well why our marriage fell apart. And it wasn't because of me.
What did Taya want?
Nothing can't wait.
Was it important?
Not as important as you.
Like?
Like a chance to nail Todd.
Well, then you should go for it.
No, I don't think I should. I've taken off after Todd and left you behind before. I'm not going to make that mistake again.
Kevin, I know how badly you want to expose him.
Cassie.
No, don't. Please don't. Just don't rush me. Just go. Go. Don't rush me.
Can I see you tomorrow? Just to talk.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Good night. Good night. Just...
So who was on the phone?
Oh, Carlotta. My niece is in town.
Carlotta's your niece?
Now, Roseanne is my niece.
Oh. Well, I'd like to meet her sometime, you know? Maybe hear about what you were like when you were a little girl. No, you can't stand there. You can't stand there. Move.
What's wrong?
You can't stand there. When you're here, you can't stand there. That's where you were standing when Pete threw you out of the house. You were right there. You were there, and he was here, and you started to take off your robe.
You stop it.
I'm sorry. I wanted to talk to you then. I wanted to look at you. I wanted to touch you. I couldn't. Because he was there. And he's not here now.
Some getaway that was. I forgot the stupid car keys.
I said we could take my car.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. I'll just run in and get them. Just wait here, all right?
Sure. But don't you think your parents will stop you?
Well, they'll be too busy fighting. Hey, why not? I mean, the way my mom described it, they never loved each other in the first place, so...
What I just don't understand is how you could ever for a second let Will believe it was me that had the affair that broke up our marriage when it was you with my junior partner. Will.
How could you?
I didn't know he was there. I'll go talk to him. No. You wait right here. Wait right here, all right? I said it. I will fix it. You better take care of things here. You're going to have the shortest marriage on record.
Where's everybody? Clint?
You know, I was real straight with you about Vicky. I think it's about time that you level with me about your ex-husband. You know, the one named Sam?
Well,
I've been busy with Rachel and all that stuff. I guess you've been busy reassessing everything right under my nose.
I might take this job offer. What about you, honey? Seems like you've been doing some reassessing yourself. All this talk about a baby.
Not so much talk anymore. I've been doing a little research into fertility clinics.
Fertility clinics?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I'm thinking of going to one to find out if I can still have a baby.
I never kissed a girl before.
Todd, Tom.
I mean, you would probably think it was really gross, you know, because oh, forget it.
I think you're very sweet.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Good.
Well, I'm gonna go to the kitchen and clean some stuff up.